Hello students! Today we're going to talk about the G and the J sound. We'll talk about the parts of the mouth we use, how the air flows through our system or doesn't, and whether or not these sounds are voiced or voiceless. So for the letter G, and you might remember this from our previous video, the back of our tongue, the back of it touches the back of the roof of our mouth. The air stops briefly, g, g, and it is a voiced sound. If my words ever load. Now, right, so g, g, not k, k. Now, J is a bit of a special sound. It's actually a combination of two sounds, so it will start out just like the letter D. The tip of your tongue will touch behind your top teeth. D, d. Right, so the air will start in a stopped position, but instead of releasing your air, right, releasing that with like a puff, like d, you will j. You will release it slowly. We call this an affricate in linguistics, right? That's a very technical term you don't need to know, but the air is released slowly after it stops briefly, like d, j, right? So it's easier to hear in words as we use them in normal language. So don't get too caught up on this pronunciation. We'll go through examples. And both of these are voiced sounds, lastly. All right. So we have giggle, jiggle. Giggle, jiggle, right? So the baby giggles, the jello jiggles. So giggle is like a laugh, but small, right? Laughing, ha 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 ha, so funny. Giggle is like, right? That's a dumb gig, right? Jiggle is like if you get fat, or right, like blah blah blah, blah, jiggle. So giggle, jiggle. Goose, juice. Goose, juice. Leg, ledge. Right, this one's easy to hear the difference. Leg, ledge. Slug, sludge. Slug, sludge. Sludge is like mud with trash in it. So can you think of other words with these sounds? All right, here are more links for our teachers to do activities with our students. Here's a video that I will link to in the description. And I just learned how to put little cards. So you can practice with listening to someone else, right? It's good to hear other people besides your teacher say English to you. All right, moving on. We have our reading practice with common sentences and phrases and sentence structures. All right, so this one is very good to practice these two sounds. Good job! Yay! Good job! Oh, I'm so proud of you. You did a great job. Good job, right? I say this one all the time to my students because they are all so smart. They are all geniuses. Moving on. Good job! I like grape juice. I like grape juice. What about you? Oh no, I like apple juice. Okay, well, I like grape juice, right? The girls play on the jungle gym. I think there are also boys in that picture, but we needed the g sound, right? The girls play on the jungle gym. Now, one thing I want to point out, jungle gym. Sometimes G makes the J sound, j, j, gym, right? We don't say g, g, gym, right? That's not a word. So, and then the word jungle is fun because, well, it kind of has both sounds, but we'll talk about it later. And G is its own sound. Moving on. He gave the girl his jacket. He gave the girl his jacket. Do you know who this is? He's older now. May he rest in peace. His name is Mr. Rogers. He was very popular on TV. Mr. Rogers was a gentle guy, right? It means he was kind. He didn't yell at people, right? He was very nice. Mr. Rogers was a gentle guy. You could also say gentleman, gentleman, right? But we want the g sound. So he was a gentle guy. Last one. Can you juggle? I cannot juggle. I would probably hurt myself, right? Can you juggle? All right, very good.